What do you think about free college? Should college be free?
So I would say free college is not at the top of my list of priorities, but it definitely should be free in my vision of a just society.
What is at your top? Just to clarify, is the universal healthcare up there?
Yeah, universal healthcare is probably
Sure.
far higher in my priorities than free college. I think right now the way our system is built, when someone goes to college, they're given credentials, they're given a degree they carry with them for the rest of their life. It gives them a chance to join kind of a privileged part of the labor market, right? It's not a zero sum game. I don't want college educated people to think that non college educated people are their enemies and vice versa, because a lot of them are just ordinary working class people trying to survive. And they're in different areas, they're in different sectors. Some of them are in nursing sectors where they need a college degree and so on. But if you just make college tuition free, but you don't also make trade skills and other things tuition free for someone to learn how to become an electrician or a plumber or whatever else, then to some degree you're privileging one sector of the labor market over another. So I would advocate just if you're going to make something like that free, you just have to make sure that you're doing it in an egalitarian way, and that the options, the routes to college are more equal. So there's more investment in K through 12 education, so that more kids in rough neighborhoods have the chance to go to college, and for those that choose the trade route from any part of the country, that they're given the skills and resources for vocational trainings, and that those are also free. And it just feels like in terms of order of operation, I would just start with K through 12 education, improving it, and whatever else, then college after. But I'm not opposed to it.
So does that improving K through 12 education, does that mean investing more into it? Is it as simple as just increasing the amount of money that's invested in public education?
In general, when it comes to the public sector or any sphere that you're investing in, obviously it's not just as simple as throwing money at a problem. I do think we have a lot of schools that are underfunded, but we have other schools that are adequately funded, but the conditions in which those schools are, like the neighborhoods they're in and what's going on in society, the problems are so deep that it's impossible for just education to solve everything. And I think especially a lot of liberals think that education should be the panacea. Invest in education, you'll help people. If kids are living in poverty, if they go into school hungry or whatever else, like education's not going to give them everything they need to succeed. So sometimes I think, put too much weight on education.
And of course, you could define education more broadly, which is like the care of the flourishing of the young mind, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Whatever you call it.
Early. Yeah, a lot of it starts with. So New York City, at least, we do have universal pre-K. So from age 3 onward, you have the option for that. I mean, it's important for kids' socialization. Their parents are now able to know that they could go to work or do something else and have their kids taken care of. There's a lot of measures like that we could do to equalize things. And again, for libertarians in the audience, some of this stuff is scary because it's obviously more state involved in pre-K. State is already very involved in K through 12. More investment into state institutions like our state universities and in college. But for me, it's not a question of state versus non-state. It's a question of, good outcomes for people. And it just happens to be that for working class people, having the collective power to elect representatives that will build a broader safety net is in their interest. For upper middle class people, for others, they could afford to pay for their own provisioning either directly or through like Obamacare-like schemes where you just get a subsidy and you pay the rest yourself and whatever. This is for really the bottom 40% plus of the population. They really don't have any options, so they prioritize other things, and they end up with some sort of injury or health problem or whatever else. And it's bad for everyone in society, but it's especially bad for the people at the bottom of the labor market.